wife is AIDS, but the man sleeps with her as usual. He doesn't care if his wife will infect him. He would rather die right away than be separated from his wife for even a second. Jack is ugly, poor and too honest. He was 40 years old and no one wanted to marry him, so he had to find a Filipino wife through a marriage agency. But the money he had saved up for half his life to marry his wife was cheated out of him. He rolled on the floor and played the trick to finally get his money back. From then on, he realized the reality and decided that even if he was alone for the rest of his life, he would never marry a strange woman with no feelings. However, this day he was waiting for a traffic light when he met the person who was destined for him. The woman with long hair was like a fairy. Jack couldn't take his eyes off her for a moment. The woman walked away. He hurriedly turned his car around and followed her all the way until the woman entered the hospital. He did not want to leave. He inquired and learned that the woman's name was Lily. She was the most beautiful woman in town and the clerk at the coffee shop that provided sexual services. In order to get close to Lily, Jack, who never goes to the red light district, invites his friends to come to the bar for a drink. The friends soon flirt with the women. Jack is the only one who sits on the couch with an uncomfortable look on his face. Lily, who had seen a lot of things, found him very cute. She initiated a conversation with Jack. Jack stumbled over his words because he was too nervous. Lily laughed at his shy look and couldn't stop smiling. However, this smile made Jack look stunned. When Lily sang afterwards, Jack was clapping like a happy child. Then Lily sat her in front of him and put her hand on his shoulder. Then she leaned over and gave him a kiss. This bold move made Jack feel overwhelmed and his heart pounding at the same time. He went home with a goofy smile on his face. After that day, he was filled with Lily's image. He ordered a coffee delivery service in order to get closer to Lily. Lily was disappointed to see Jack. She thought he was no different from those lecherous men. Jack rushed to explain that he wouldn't do anything to her. He just wanted her to take a break. His tone was full of sincerity. For the first time, Lily felt differently about this special man. Jack wanted to see Lily every day. He would come to the coffee shop whenever he had nothing to do. He felt satisfied even if he didn't say a word and just looked at Lily from afar. When he saw Lily turn around, he would rush to hide under the table. He thought Lily wouldn't find him. This cute behavior made Lily couldn't help but sneer out. Not only that, Jack would bring fresh milk and flowers to Lily every day. When Jack saw them taken away by Lily, he would hide behind the tree and laugh very happily. However, he didn't know that all the milk was poured into the sink by Lily, just because she never liked milk. This day, Jack took the initiative to ask Lily to come and watch an outdoor movie. He planned to take this opportunity to confess his love to Lily, but before he could say anything, Lily interrupted him. Lily told him to keep his mouth shut. Jack said he would be happy if Lily would stop working in sex work. Lily interrupted him and told him, "Just because we're watching a movie together doesn't mean we're dating. I don't need you to tell me what to do or how to do it," she said and left without looking back. Jack, however, thought she had turned him down because he had no money. So the next day, he took out all his savings and found Lily. He hoped that Lily would consider being with him. However, Lily was suddenly furious. She asked Jack if he thought she was a beggar. She shouted, "Who do you think you are to interfere with my life?" After that day, Lily came to deliver coffee as usual. However, when the customer came up, he touched her and hugged her. She was a little reluctant. The customer became angry and started to hit her. Jack took her to the hospital and stayed at her bedside all day and night. When Lily woke up and saw Jack at her bedside, she finally smiled. In fact, she knew all along Jack was a man worthy of her life. But her bad past and illicit career made her afraid to accept Jack. She didn't want to ruin Jack's life, and she didn't want Jack to be judged by others for being with her. But Jack doesn't care. He loves Lily and wants to make her the happiest woman in the world. He promised to take care of Lily for the rest of her life. He expressed his love to Lily sincerely and proposed to her in the hospital bed. And so the two of them got married in the presence of their friends and family. After the marriage, Lily became a good wife and daughter-in-law. She volunteered to take care of the household chores and let her mother-in-law go on a group trip with the village people. After her mother-in-law left, Lily and Jack spent time together. They went to a forest. In the midst of the flying flower petals, Jack carried Lily on his back. Everything looked so happy and beautiful. They were lying under the tree. Jack made a promise to Lily. Lily asks Jack if he will stay with her no matter what happens, until death separates them. Jack said he would continue to love Lily even if he died. However, that day, Lily's ex-husband found her and tortured her brutally. Then the ex-husband found Jack again and said he wanted to take Lily away. Jack had no choice but to sell the cow and give her ex-husband the money he got in return. Her ex-husband made a note promising not to bother Lily again. They thought life would be peaceful again, but they didn't expect it to happen. That day the hospital doctor came to see Lily. Lily was not there. Jack learned from the doctor that Lily unfortunately had AIDS. The doctor told them to go to the hospital for a checkup. Jack got emotional and dragged the doctor and tried to hit him. Luckily, he was stopped in time. The next day, he came to the hospital alone for a checkup. Luckily, his health was fine. Then the doctor asked him why he came to the hospital alone for the checkup. Hadn't you told Lily about her illness? Jack sadly asked the doctor if Lily was going to die. The doctor didn't answer, but Jack had gotten the answer from his silence. Just when he didn't know how to tell Lily the news, he returned home to find that Lily had left a note and left without saying goodbye. Lily told Jack how much she loved him. She's sorry she got him into selling his cattle to pay back the money because of her previous scandals. She couldn't bear to see Jack suffer anymore. She never wanted to be able to cheat on Jack, but her love for Jack was genuine, so she would pay for everything. It was then that Ock realized Lily knew that her ex-husband had come to see him. He panicked. Then he ran out of the house in a frenzy to get Lily back. But the world is so big. How could he possibly find someone who was determined to leave? Everyone around him advised him to give up, but Jack was convinced that he would find Lily one day. However, when he heard the news of Lily again, Lily had been arrested for providing sexual services to thousands of people with HIV. Countless people came to the hospital for tests. They were afraid they had contracted AIDS. Jack was the only one who tried everything to get Lily released for providing sexual services. He even went to the extent of asking the media for help. Jack's family became a laughingstock because of the incident. They urged Jack to divorce Lily and forget about the relationship. But Jack never gave up. He went to visit Lily in prison again and again, but was rejected again and again. Because Lily didn't want to get Jack involved and didn't want to ruin Jack's life. Jack would watch the video of him and Lily singing together every night. He watched and smiled, but his eyes were already moist. His mother saw this scene and destroyed the tape despite Jack's resistance. He warned Jack that if he didn't get over Lily, she would drink the pills to kill herself. However, Jack drank the medicine first. Luckily, he was rescued in time to save his life. After this incident, the mother understood that she couldn't stop her son anymore, so she had to respect his wishes. Lily decided to see Jack one last time in order to get him to give up for good. She told Jack in an icy tone, "Don't you ever come back here again. I don't want to see you again." She was about to get up and leave, but then Jack took out a promise. He said that he would take care of Lily for the rest of her life and forever. Lily fought back her tears and said something cruel. She said she didn't need to see this kind of thing. She was an AIDS carrier and would pass it on to Jack. Everyone said she was going to die, so she told Jack to speak up and make a statement. Lily was taken away. Jack could only cry out her name in desperation. Lily noticed that Jack sounded strange and went up to him and asked him what was wrong. Why was his voice so hoarse? Jack said he really missed her. Jack recklessly climbed up to the glass, reached out and forcefully dismantled all the machines. Then he put his hand inside and held Lily. They desperately tried to get away from the guards, just to be closer to their loved one. "Lily, I love you. I love you, too." "I'm sorry, honey." 2 years later, Lily was finally released from the prison. She turned her head to find a familiar figure waiting for her for a long time. Jack opened his arms to hold Lily tightly in his arms. This time no one could separate them again.